Hey everybody, Ribby here. I've got Prophecy of Telor and Spirit Queen's Torment, so I thought I'd open them up real quick. The only thing I've done so far is I've taken these came with plastic cellophane wrap on them, so there aren't the little stickers like they had before, which were a pain to take off, and you tear the box. So I took the cellophane off, and we're gonna open these up and look. Okay, so Prophecy of Telor. We've got our quest book, and I will compare this to the one that came in the Mythic tier, and we'll see if we have a difference in terms of did they fix any mistakes or anything like that. Okay, and here we've got our dice. We can see our Warlock miniature, what's that, the Gargoyle alternate pose, but it's in the hero color. So that acts like as her demon form. And then we can see the alternate sculpts of everything else in the kind of translucent orange color that they went with. And then we've got our dice here as well, which I'm a big fan of dice. We got our card pack. So looking at our cards, we've got all the same ones that we got originally in the Mythic tier for anybody that did Mythic tier. There are her three Warlock skills, as you can see, or spells. Not skills. And we got some items, potions, things like that. Everything that came with Spirit Queen's Torment. And you can see we've got some spell scrolls as well. Okay. One thing I'm noticing right away is that the color on the miniature, that is not going to focus. There we go. Doesn't quite seem the normal dark red, and it looks like almost like it's got kind of like a, that really doesn't want to focus. It looks like it's got kind of like a speckled, sparkly something in there. I'm not sure. I'm gonna compare that to the regular game. Okay, so as you can see, the one on the left is the one that I just got with the Prophecy of Telor standalone pack, and the one on the right is the Mythic tier. Distinctly more red on the Mythic tier one. So I don't know if that was a choice they made or they're just using a different formula, but I thought it was interesting. And the miniature for the demon form Warlock has that same more orange color as well. We'll look at Spirit Queen. I do love the boxes though, they're really cool looking. And there's our book. And again, I will do a comparison. I don't know if they fixed anything out of this or not. Okay. So we've got our dice, our alternate sculpts, the Bard hero, and our cards. There are no tiles in either one of these boxes. So if anyone was expecting tiles or anything like that for any of the quests, it did not come with those. Again, left side is the Spirit Queen Torment standalone box Bard, and the one on the right is the Mythic tier, and so we can clearly see a color difference again. Again, this almost has like a kind of a shimmery, I don't know, some kind of additive to it. Cards for the Bard, all the same stuff. Here's his card itself, his weapon. Looks like we got some potions in here, and I'm sure his spells are in here somewhere. Spell scrolls, spell scroll. Here we go with the Bard spells. All the same as in the Mythic tier. So the Mythic tier one is on the left, and the standalone pack is on the right. Really not much difference in the cover other than the colors are a little different. Obviously, it's a different print run. Some of that really low text down there is a little different. Requires HeroQuest game system to play. Requires HeroQuest game system to play, sold separately, for what that is worth. Shop for the original Mythic tier, there's only 4 potions listed. Here we've got a few extras listed in the new updated version. It says background for Zargon, and then it lists out the whole story. Over here it says background for Zargon's eyes only. Very clear. Looking at the text for the two, this has been updated to have more filler text in there for the background for the story for the quest. Next page, it's mostly the same, although it looks like they've just redone some wording and stuff. On this one, they've added this little section here with some additional information. so that's interesting. Flavor text here has been updated a little bit, but mostly it looks the same. Just a little bit of like wording changes. One difference is, like in the opening text here, like Far Voice Spell and Talisman of Lore are bolded. Over here, they are not. Otherwise, the actual quest looks identical. Take that back, it's not identical. So here in this room, there's a treasure chest, and in this one, it is replaced with a bookshelf. Quest 2 is pretty much looking the same. They went with a different color scheme, I noticed. So like the open rooms, the areas you can get to are kind of like white, and then these got kind of like a reddish, darkish color for the blocked off rooms. On the new one, it's got like a darker, not brown, but I don't know, like a deeper color. And then like the hallways are a grayish color, whereas the actual rooms are white. So I don't know why they did that, but there you go. It looks the same as far as I could tell. I read through them. They changed the orientation of the staircase icons. Not sure what that's about. They did fix something that I remember going through with my group. Originally, there was no way to get into this series of rooms right here. I'll get this out of my way. There was supposed to be a door right there. So in the new version, that did get fixed. So that's good to see. Also in 4, some of the flavor text was changed. Like here, you hear this, you hear a voice speak to you, tread carefully, I will help you. In the new one, that's gone. It just says you feel a wave of warmth wash over you. So little changes like that are being made. 5, we've got little changes like this says, these are the skeletons of abominations. They have 3 body points each. This one says, these are the towering skeletons of abominations. They use the statistics of the skeleton, but each have 3 body points. So little clarification texts like that, and to hopefully make things more clear for the players. I'm not going to go through every individual change on that quest book. I just wanted people to see that they did do a little bit of work on as far as proofreading and making sure things were more clear to the players, and so that is appreciated. Okay, for Spirit Queen, again, Mythic tier on the left, the standalone book on the right. Virtually identical on the cover, just that little flavor text at the bottom changed in the same way. Alchemist shop for the 2 looks pretty much the same, just they changed it around like where the cost is shown a little bit. A meeting with mentor, a message from mentor. Okay, again, just like before, just some of the flavor text between the 2 was changed. You can see there's no white box here, there is here, where they have some additional references or whatever. The text for the story has been altered a little bit. I haven't actually read through both of them, so, but I'm assuming it's mostly the same with some changes. All right, so quest 1 looks pretty much the same. Again, that newer color scheme, and you can see the difference between the 2, where they went with a darker color on the blocked out areas here, grayish for the hallways, and then white for the rooms. Little things like where you see when the battle starts, Zargon may say, "At last you found the bandits," blah blah blah. And over here, it's called out in bold. So little stylistic changes. 2, it's almost like they forgot to gray out the areas you can't get to in the quest, whereas in the updated book, they've made that very clear. There are more changes in what has been bolded. So here's this Far Voice spell. Mere Brigand should not be able to devise such a trap. And then over here, it's called out in bold. So little things like that. And I'm not going to go through everything, just because I'm sure somebody is going to catalog all of this and do a much more thorough job. But I just wanted to kind of point some of this stuff out, so anybody who ordered this kind of know what to expect. And maybe if they are halfway through one of these books, either Prophecy or Spirit Queen's Torment, maybe you'd want to switch over to the newer book that's got some of those corrections in there.